Hello everyone and welcome back to a preserved 12th century tunic covered in bear piss and funfetti frosting. My name's Leon Lush. I'm so happy to have you here. The holidays are fast approaching. I'm just getting over a little bout of le flu, which is French for the flu. My fever just broke this morning and I thought to myself, what better way to cheer myself up than see what's going on with the brainworms in the world? You know, make myself feel better by looking at people who are clearly not doing so hot. For instance.
Get out.
Like, I may have been bedridden for the last 2 days, but at least I don't have to deal with a bunch of annoying losers trying to watch the new Avatar movie while I'm filming a sick rap video. Hey, can you guys just pause this movie for a second? For Christ's sake, you just ruined this last take. God, so selfish. No, but seriously, what's going on here?
Get out.
Don't stop. You could give me 16,000 grams of Adderall in a weekend with a pen and paper, and I don't think I'd come up with one single solitary reason that makes sense to film a rap video inside of a dark screening of the new Avatar movie. That's a little too avant-garde for my old ass, I think. Anon brings up a good point. He says, I just don't see a reason to return to theaters anymore. This is reason 132. My family upgraded their TV after a decade. I couldn't believe how good the picture quality and sound was. I'd much rather enjoy a movie free of dickheads, plus I can pause to pee. It sucks to say, but the golden age of movie theaters are long gone. Kind of a boomer take, all right, if I'm being honest, but he's about 50% right. The golden age of movie theaters is without a doubt long behind us. I mean, it is just not the same as it was when I was growing up. But there's still something to be said for like going to an IMAX to experience like a high-octane action thriller. Like, you couldn't pay me to go to the movie theater for a romantic comedy, but I saw the latest Batman in an IMAX with like bass boosters in the seats, blew my eardrums out, and the vision, it was insane. It was fantastic. Not as good as the rap video I made while the movie was playing, but it held its own. Don't stop. Now, we got a couple more banger clips to cover, so stay tuned. But since Christmas is coming up, you guys know I couldn't help myself and I had to get you something in the form of a video sponsor. So we'll be back in a minute. With over 80 million downloads and 650 unique champions, Raid Shadow Legends is the undisputed king of mobile games. I love fantasy games and I'm obsessed with XP-based champion leveling, and Raid makes this mechanic a blast. Ooh, Bloodhorn level 1, let's go. You acquire new champions by opening shards, with different tiers giving you a chance at rares and upgraded stats. And none of the champions you get go to waste because you can put your good champions to work right away and sacrifice your bad ones in order to help level your good ones faster. Dude in the runic. There's nothing quite like grinding to level a new champ to help you beat that dungeon you could not previously. For new players, Raid has prepared a special Christmas event. If you download Raid from the link below, copy your player ID, and go to 12daysofraid.playerium.com and enter your player ID, you'll embark on a festive adventure that lasts from December 19th to January 10th with mini games and chances to win in-game and real-life prizes like Amazon gift cards. Raid's also got some cool stuff happening right now, including the release of a legendary champion based off MMA legend Ronda Rousey. She's free right now, and all you have to do is log in and play for 7 days between now and February 7th, and she's all yours. You can also use promo code RAIDRONDA to get a bunch of helpful items like silver and XP boost to help level her up immediately. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in my description or scan this QR code on screen and you'll get $30 of unique bonuses to start. We're talking free epic champ, 200k silver, an energy and XP boost, and an ancient shard so you can summon awesome champs as soon as you log in. All this treasure will be waiting for you right here. I'll see you in the game. Now this clip is from the recent Patriots game, which I think was in Las Vegas at when they played the Raiders. It had the pretty much the saddest ending I've ever seen to a Patriots game in my life. Well, we got a little scuffle between this couple of Raiders fans and this young man in the Patriots gear. Now, you can't really hear anything they're saying, but it gets a little bit heated. Apparently, this woman and her husband, Raiders fans, who have a rap for being pretty shitty, I mean, a lot of sports fans are pretty shitty, let's be honest. We're just giving this dude shit because he was wearing a jersey and cheering for his own team in Las Vegas. Now, I'm a Patriots fan, born and bred in New England, loved them my whole life. There's obviously going to be fans from the other team, even in your home stadium. And you can't always pick where you sit, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to be around other fans from the opposing team sometimes. This woman just apparently can't handle the fact that there's a Patriots fan sitting near her and cheering for her team. Now this is right at the end of the game, before it's over. I believe this is the last play. So she's now planted herself next to him, left her own seat to go sit next to him and patronize him. I think he said last time, don't cheer for your team. Like this guy's over here making the rules of who's allowed to cheer for who in the nosebleeds of the fucking stadium.
I'm talking about the Raiders. I'm talking about those 13 boys on the field right now. You said Raiders fans, you got it? You got it? Hey, you got it? Everybody is. You got it?
Watch your mouth. No, it didn't get physical. You know, it's... So we've seen much worse come from sports altercations in the past, but this woman is just insufferable. I mean, get back in your own seat, you dumb bitch. Bird mode activate. Now, I believe this is this is the last play of the game, which, just for context, I'm going to show you it, because it's the most fucked up NFL play of all time.
Now Collins out
It
of
is.
defense. He's all the way back.
So time has dwindled down to 0. They're trying to score. It's tied, right? They're trying to score, so they start to lateral. This dude inexplicably lobs it backwards to a Raider, and then they end up going all the way the other way for 6. So, embarrassing way for the game to end for the Patriots. Heartbreaking as a Patriots fan myself. That's about to happen in this video right here. All right, so it just happened. They're celebrating on the Jumbotron, and this lady, instead of enjoying the victory from her team, she just can't help herself but talk shit, and is now being held back from her husband. A credit to this young man showing incredible restraint. They hug because their sports team winning a regular season game is probably the highlight of their life every time it happens. You know the type, people that their entire fucking identity is sports. Their sports team, right? Their lives are probably pretty average and shitty, and maybe they're unhappy and they hate themselves, so they wrap up everything they care about in this multi-billion-dollar corporation that doesn't give a shit about them. And then they use these high-energy sporting events as a proxy to project their shittiness onto other people. Yeah, hug it out. Bird mode activated again. It's like, this woman's never been happier in her life. Yeah, sports ball. So this clip goes viral. A bunch of people involved in the football industry, like one of the guys in charge of running the Patriots Nation and stuff, and want to find this guy to like give him tickets. Apparently his name's Jerry Edmond. He replies in this thread. He says he's from Connecticut. He's a Patriots fan. He was in the video, and this was his first ever NFL game, and he didn't want that woman to ruin his experience. Wants to say thank you to everyone for the kind words. So he said people reaching out. He's got a bunch of free tickets and stuff, and that's kind of a happy ending to the story. No one gets hurt, which is nice, and this woman and husband just look like absolute fucking fools. So your average Raiders fan, basically. Staying in the same vertical of sports here, we're moving on to unruly parents at a Little League game. Before we watch this, is there anything more pathetic than parents that don't know how to keep their composure at a sporting event for children? It's like, I get it, Dad. You were a bench player your whole life, and you're now trying to live vicariously through your son who actually has an ounce of talent. So when you see a call you don't like, you freak out on the sidelines. Maybe tone it down. These kids are like 13. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's take a peek.
You know what I just told him? If you don't,
We already heard you.
I'm gonna forfeit the team.
We're
So
done.
shut up
We're
when the
done.
game's
We're
over.
done. The game's over.
Oh boy, huh? Feel better?
I feel fine. You feel okay?
So clearly, before the video started, this ump is getting accosted by these particular set of adults on the sidelines here at this Little League game. And he'd had enough, so he walked over and he's like, you keep talking shit, I'm going to call the game. And he does. He fucking talks back and he calls the game, ruins it for all the kids there. Imagine, like, you've just ruined the game for all of these kids there that are doing something that they love, having fun, and you've made a complete fool out of yourself and accosted the umpire to the point where he had to call the game. That's the most pathetic shit I've ever seen.
You denied the game for your kid. For what?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you want to argue balls and strikes in a little league game?
He walked up like a man to you.
And this guy's a firefighter who protects your neighborhood.
And this guy's a firefighter that protects your neighborhood. Oh, okay, in that case, guys, get back on the field. Game on. Shut the fuck up. It's like, you just ruined your kid's game because you're arguing a couple balls and strikes. Like, thanks for playing, buddy. That's got to be the most embarrassing shit. I can't even imagine.
We're done. We're done. Game's over.
Like, this young man, I don't know, this guy's probably like in his early 20s, maybe home from college or something. He's getting paid a handful of peanuts to referee this children's Little League game. I mean, he's basically volunteering his time for a little bit of a kickback. He's doing you guys a service for working for, you know, the umpires league to allow your children to be able to play in these Little League games. And these parents just sit here on the sidelines talking shit. I don't know, man. This shit just gets me heated. It rubs me the wrong way so bad. Like, what a pathetic example to be setting, not only for your kids, but all the kids that are there. Like, I'm a competitive guy. It's one thing to, like, get heated over some calls and, like, chirp a little bit at certain things at a competitive sporting event. It's another thing to accost somebody to the point where they actually call the game. And he's a firefighter protecting your neighborhood. Yeah, well, guess what, ma'am? Now he can protect these nuts because he just cost your son the game. You can guarantee she throws that around every time he acts stupid. You're damn right she does. Becky, I hate to tell you this, but your husband Rich actually got blackout drunk at the company Christmas party and shit his pants and fell asleep, passed out face down on the kitchen floor. But he's a firefighter protecting your neighborhood. Our roommate left our front door open because she doesn't like us, and my crazy roommate's mom forced herself into my room. Let's see how this goes down.
Literally, why is your mom in my room?
Is that a threat? Psycho. You are psycho, and you need a psychiatrist in medicine.
Are you kidding me?
You are psycho. She left the door open accidentally, and even if she didn't, did anything happen?
Yeah, her cat.
My cat was out.
Okay, you
We
brought
almost.
them out. Are they okay? Are they okay?
What if they weren't?
What if they weren't?
Are they okay?
You have absolutely no right to be standing
You have
in my house.
absolutely no right to act like
You
a
actually,
child.
you're.
You,
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
You know what, though?
Is a grown man,
You had
is a
any
grown
common
woman
sense?
talking to me right now
If
like
you
this?
had any common sense, you wouldn't be friends with her. Jocelyn told me all the shit she said about you weeks ago, the stuff she was going to do to you, to your room, get you thrown off the cheer squad.
I never did.
First of all, this mom's absolutely AWOL right now. But it sounds like, so they, clearly there's a roommate in this situation that does not like these girls. They got a little bit of a feud going on, and maybe she left to go to class or something and left the door open, what they say, on purpose, let the cat out, whatever. I mean, it seems kind of like trivial, but then they got in a scuffle over it, and mom had to come down and start going in on these girls. Like, you got to have your mom fight your battles for you. That seems a little straight. And then, and like, dad's there too, kind of like loitering in the background. Like, what are we doing here?
She has people in her life because she's a poster girl for mean girls. Only reason people in her life is because it's easier to be her fake friend.
Do you know what your daughter
than
did?
to be her enemy.
Do you know what your daughter did to us?
I never said she was innocent in anything.
Oh.
I'm glad you know.
are being
I'm glad you know.
ridiculous.
I'm being
You are
ridiculous
being
for your daughter
ridiculous.
putting my safety at risk. Do you know about the Idaho murders? Do you know
Oh my gosh,
college kids are getting murdered?
How close are they? Oh my god.
Your wife's crazy. No. Your mom's crazy.
No.
Oh hell no!
There
Get the
she
fuck
is.
out of my house. Get out. None of your names are on the lease. Get out of my room.
Shit.
I will call the
The
police.
whole family showing up, dude? What do we...
Get out of my room.
Stop.
You're embarrassing yourself. Your
That
daughter
is true.
sucks as a
You embarrassed
person.
Ooh.
yourself all over town.
What?
Sucks as a
You embarrassed
person.
yourself all over
You
town.
embarrassed yourself all over town? What did she tell?
Bellamy,
This is
it's sad
hilarious.
that you're friends with
This
her
is
because
fucking
she is
hilarious.
a shithole of a person, and she always will be.
You wish,
You're
baby.
gonna get burned.
It was your daughter. It was your daughter that came in between her relationship in front of my relationship
Oh, I
and
know.
the other roommate's relationship.
I know.
Your daughter has
Oof.
burned the bridge to herself. She constantly talks shit about you, so trust me, you're not innocent either.
This sounds like an unbelievable web of deceit and lies. I'm so obsessed. I wish this was a reality show. It's like there's a 3 or 4 roommate situation, and they were like all friends, and one roommate got in between the other 2 roommates, and then the other roommate got involved, and it just sounds like a disaster to the point where the whole family's down here shitting on this one girl in her room in her bed. I love it.
I am not going to argue with a, 50-year-old woman who has
Okay.
no right to even be
Let's
in my
leave
house.
age out of it, okay?
Right now. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for your daughter to leave.
know what?
Because she has pestered us. She has thrown away our food. She has. Yes, you have. Yes,
You know
you
what?
have.
Karma's a bitch.
You're
is
gonna
that?
get out of
Shithole person
Call
every
911.
day.
Did they get the whole extended family over here? What is that? Looks like it's got to be a sister, right?
Fucking
When you're
serious.
a shithole person every
Call
day,
911.
Karma's gonna stomp a mother
Call
on your
not-
ass.
I don't know if 911 is
You're
necessary.
fucking
but-
hilarious. To have any right
What
to
the
have
fuck?
what your family come in here.
They brought the 3-year-old. What is going on? It's like they're having a family reunion over there, and they just decided to go ruin this girl's day. What is the? Get the 3-year-old out of there, dude. He doesn't need to see this shit.
Over here, we came over here on our own.
Get out of my room, or else I'm going to call the cops.
What
This
is
is your
this?
last warning. Call the police.
Please.
Call them.
Oh, like
Let's
a-
show them all the documentation.
I want like a kangaroo to just come around the corner with like boxing gloves on. Like just keep like all of a sudden Jay Leno comes around from the other hallway. And just keeps adding people.
Get out of my room. Get out of my room right now, or I will call. Okay, I gotta call him. We also have all of the proof of your daughter harassing us and the shit that she has done to us.
All kinds of shit on you.
I'm sorry that we finally fought your daughter back. It's really unfortunate that you raised such a... Now you're gonna get out of my room.
This was like a Barnum and Bailey circus. I mean, it just kept getting weirder and weirder. More people kept showing up. Mom was just flapping her gums. What a weird situation. This woman spends 70% of her day arguing with people on Facebook. The other 30% is abusing her family and various retail employees. I gotta tell you, I gotta hand it to Reddit. Sometimes the comments are right on point because that is an accurate depiction of exactly what makes up this woman's day. Like, we have no clue what sort of feud was going on in that house. Sounds like it ran deep and there was some shit going on. I've lived in a lot of places throughout my life before I was married, obviously, roommates in college. I'm a pretty affable dude. I never had a situation, I had roommates I didn't like, but there was never a situation where anything would even come close to this sort of scenario. And that being said, I am a dude. I know girls can be a little bit more, you know? I've heard stories. But at what point are you bringing the whole extended family down to deal with this issue? You got the 3-year-old in the backdrop, like for sympathy points? Like, what's going on there? Someone get that mom a glass of wine and his Xanax and sit her down in front of her reality television show that she probably watches every night. Get the fuck out of that house, please. The main takeaways from today are that if you're a firefighter, you're above reproach when you act like a complete asshole at your son's Little League game and get it called. And also, don't expect to get any views on your banging music video if you're not filming inside of a dark movie theater with Avatar playing in the background.
Don't stop.
As always, I appreciate your guys' time. If you could just do me a favor and stand up out of your chair and flip the light onto that cute little nativity scene on the bureau in your room, and then hip thrust that motherfucking like button, I would appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.